incels. Love. Honestly, kind of cringe is how I would describe it when I just knew I couldn't get it. So if you agreed, then okay.
You only want me around just to break your fall and leave it.
The real name of this video should have been Why You Started Hating Women, because that's the insult final form. It's not even that you don't want them anymore, you do, but you can't get them. So instead of accepting that fact, you just tell yourself that you hate them. So the question is now, why would I have a woman instead of why can't I have one? Why does it sound like a woman is an object? Damn, I don't think that. What you're doing is flipping the script so you feel better, but whenever someone else does that, you just spam clown and skull emojis. Even though I'm sure the script isn't perfect, I thought I would just go ahead and make the video anyways. Mostly because I've seen so many people turn to self-improvement because of the blue balling cannon event. So instead of them improving themselves and becoming better, they just end up being like bittered, mental masturbating James Bond caricatures. However, I almost fell into this, and I wasn't alone. Red pill raging and incel activities are basically the same thing, and there's levels to it. If you're unlucky enough, you would have gone through these caves as well. You know the part when you don't even hate women, but you just love sleeping off to hearing prostitutes get humbled in a debate on the gender pay gap, as it gives you the same satisfaction as the nut you get from watching the same woman, just on a different app. Or is it the fact that you hate the word simp so much that every time you hear it or feel it, even in song lyrics, your ribcage starts to heat up? But the problem is you're hating yourself because, like a recovering heroin addict, if all you can think about is how not to simp, you haven't stopped, you just haven't done it that day yet. And when you do relapse by 34 minutes past 10, I can't say it. And when you do relapse by 34 minutes past 10 because there was no other way you could have slept, that setback in your 30-day non-bro science semen retention, you read a whole book about, that whole thing just makes you fall deeper into this mirage that makes you envision the most ungodly collage of pictures 1 second before you break eye contact with someone that's supposed to be your respected female friend. At that point, you don't even feel like you should have friends anymore because you're just a creep. But no, you decide to be edgy again, and instead of accepting that you can't have female friends because you're a creep, you say, nah, I don't have female friends because they don't have the stamina to talk about cigars, Bugattis, and business. And you would think seeing that ungodly collage is only a side effect of overdosing on prawn crackers, but bro, trust me, all the inspirational, educative, based podcasts that you watch demean women the exact same way. Every time you watch a video of a girl getting rejected, you feel like you're winning, but this game that you're playing doesn't even exist. You just decided to take some breakup or rejection as a loss, and now you're trying to make a comeback having that particular girl in mind instead of trying to make it come up with your own self in mind. The same hand you used to be is the same one you used to comment L simp in some thirst trap Instagram reel, but you don't think how you got that reel recommended to you in the first place. Don't get me wrong though, I genuinely believe that most of these creators are making good content. Content that has changed, if not saved lives, but you in particular are watching them for the wrong reason, bro. You don't actually care about who runs the banks, you don't care about who did that. You just watch that, you don't even watch that part, you skip that part to the after hours when Zerka is delivering another 10 out of 10 cocaine comeback to some 3 or 4, bro.
Well, because they don't get this opportunity often, and woman does.
You were a nice guy, then you got shat on, and instead of finding out why, you decided to shift to the other side of the spectrum and then become the guy who just wants to be a cold-hearted Sigma grind-set feminist mic drop debate on command guy. You chose to deny the fact that you couldn't afford a relationship and then decided to blame the person that was supposed to give it to you. You know, this whole time I haven't given you the exact reason why this whole thing started, and it's just timing. You tried at the wrong time. You showed the wrong self, hence you got the wrong reaction. And you weren't man enough to take responsibility for it. There's a chance you may have been too clapped, too young, too dense, or all three at the same time. And then based off of that one bad experience, you decided to ignore the entire point of the red pill thing, which is literally taking accountability for knowing the truth, not just knowing the truth. You can still know the truth and then lie to yourself to find love, like blue people. I don't think just knowing the truth is enough. I think being accountable for it is where things start to make sense. You're drowning in a pool of everything you call cringe, so stop trying to be someone that you're not yet. Like that person doesn't, you might have become that person because that person doesn't even exist. Oh wait, never mind. Most of the people that you're looking up to don't even exist, or at least the version that you know isn't actually real. You're just seeing that for entertainment. There's a good chance they don't actually cheat on their wives. I hope. You probably shouldn't go down that route because from what I'm seeing, you won't even end up satisfied. All I'm seeing is lung cancer, very nice cars, and lung cancer. And like maybe STDs, but you might not even crack smiles anymore. Just be happy in general because you're too busy trying to chat things or pose with an AK on Instagram. If you're really all about the truth, then stop denying the truth about where you are in life. There's nothing wrong with not being a billionaire. There's nothing wrong with not being a billionaire yet. You're on your way, and that is chill, bro. Stop trying to act like the people who already are. Instead, act the way they did when they were on their way. Get busy, bro.
.30 the car missing.